A very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the valedictory session of the 24 hours non-stop management conclave, jointly organized by Madras Management Association. We commence the valedictory session of this conclave, and may I now invite the dignitaries on the dais. Mr. Ravi Vishwanathan, President Growth Markets, Head Chennai Operations, Tata Consultancy Services, and past President of Madras Management Association. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Dr. C. Muttamil Chelvan, Director, Faculty of Engineering and Technology, SRM University. Dr. Jayashree Suresh, Dean, MBA, School of Management, SRM University, and Group Captain R. Vijay Kumar, VSM, Executive Director, Madras Management Association. I now invite Dr. Jayashree Suresh, Dean, MBA, School of Management, SRM University, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you and welcome to one and all who are present here and the viewers who have joined us or who have been watching this show 24 hours. A big welcome to all of you. I would like to heartfelt welcome to Mr. Ravi who has come here, I would like to say, to bless all of us. And with his blessing, sir, I think we will move forward. So we are very happy that you are here to bless us after the session so that we will have such sessions more often. I would like to thank our director. He is spontaneously, when I proposed this program, without a blink, sir, you have accepted this proposal. So we welcome you on this occasion and we are very, very happy that you are here. Normally he is so busy within his schedule. We are lucky that he was free today and he was able to make it up. Thank you, sir. And all the facilitators, 24 hours we have been together, some of them, coming on and off. It was so lively session. In fact, I have not blinked even a second for 24 hours. It was such an entertaining, or what we call, it was, I think MMA, credit goes to MMA for organizing this program, getting people, planning this, and I must thank MMA again for choosing SRM and giving us this opportunity, Group Captain Vijay Kumar, sir. I would like to thank or welcome all officials of MMA who have been here along with us for 24 hours, facilitator and my colleagues and students who are here, and of course the viewers who are viewing from wherever all over the world. So welcome, heartfelt welcome to all of you. Thank you.
To the dignitaries on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen, if there has been one participant who stayed for the 24 hours program continuously, non-stop, it has been Dr. Jayashree Suresh. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Madam, you have been truly a great inspiration for all of us. Mr. Ravi Vishwanathan is the President Growth Markets and Head Chennai Operations, Tata Consultancy Services. He is also the past president of Madras Management Association. May I now invite Mr. Ravi Vishwanathan to deliver the special address.
Okay, good morning. I don't know whether I should say good morning or good night, because if it's 24 hours, I'm sure all of you are eager to get your Z's back. It's indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me to be here. I've always enjoyed being with my colleagues in MMA. And what brings me a lot of joy is the fact that MMA really looks at how we can be innovative, creative in bringing together the best of management, I don't want to call it lessons, but best practices that are available to us, and how can we bring it to a larger forum and make sure that our members are highly benefited by that. Credit goes really to Vijay and his team. Vijay, it's been an incredible job of putting together a program on the 56th year of MMA. To have 56 programs over a 24-hour period, it's just phenomenal. So thank you so much, Vijay, and thanks to the entire MMA Secretariat for having got this done. So let me first start by thanking the dignitaries in the dais, all of you who are present, friends, and especially my fellow colleagues from the MMA. It is indeed a great honor for me to be here. See, I grew up here in Chennai with my grandmother. And my grandmother to me is probably the wisest person I've ever met in my life. And when I heard the story of Mr. Prakash, honestly, I didn't realize that it was your story which was being mentioned here. You know, it's just amazing how the person in the story, which is the real man here, has kept one of the biggest ideals that was taught to me, which was that of being trustworthy and integrity. I think integrity and trust are two things which should be a part of our DNA in whichever walk of our life that we are in. And truly, your story is inspirational. It is very rarely that we come across somebody with this kind of character. So I told you about my grandmother. So, you know, like any kid, I grew up sleeping next to her, and she would tell me stories every night as I go to bed. And many of us would think that the stories that she would say was really to get the child to bed, right? And that's what I also used to think. I used to really be very eagerly awaiting her storytelling. And many days I would just doze away in the night and ask her next morning, so what did that story, and then she would ask me, when did you go to sleep? And she would tell me a story every day. And the stories would be that from Mahabharata or Ramayana or from Panchatantra. And every week she would have a new flavor, right? And in every story she will actually tell me what the meaning of that story was. And I have no idea why she did that, because I didn't have the age to comprehend that. I remember she used to read me stories or tell me stories about Vikramaditya, right? All of you would have heard about Vikramaditya's stories. And I used to get frustrated because as a child you always want to make sure that good wins over evil, and in this case the Betal is the evil, right? And so every day this poor guy gets the Betal on his back, and he narrates a story. At the end of the story, the king has to give a positive or whatever response based on which it gets back onto the tree. And then he goes back to his home, I guess, to sleep. So I would ask my grandmom, so does the king work? Or does he just go to the cemetery every day and pick up the Betal on his back? And then she told me, no, it's not a real Betal. And I didn't understand that until I got into management. And it is really here that you understand that the stories of Vikramaditya probably are fictional, but what it does is really, you know, puts a lasting impact in your head, that every day it is actually, when you come to work, you have the Betal on your back, and by the end of the day you need to take decisions which will make sure that in your case your company is protected and you get the Betal off the back, and the next morning you have to get another Betal on your back, because that's really what it does and what enterprises do every day for a living. So this morning when I read the paper, so I had the Betal of what am I going to do with the 5 rupee diesel increase. And you may wonder, what does a guy in the IT industry, why does he worry about a 5 rupee diesel increase? Is because, you know, we rely incredibly on power. And most of the power in this in our industry is not from the State Electricity Board, but it actually comes from diesel gensets that I run. And I'm saying, oh my God, what am I going to do? And how am I going to A, communicate? We all work on budgets, we all work on targets, and that is the betal on my back today. And I have to take some tough decisions. I have to take some decisions, I have to communicate that, or I could be destroyed, or the kingdom could be destroyed, right? So that's the Vikramaditya story. It's amazing that every story that my grandmom said has a very relevant meaning. Every story. Everything she said, I can relate back today to the way I see my enterprise life evolving. And management, I guess, is all about that, is how I can take decisions which are going to help me as I progress, and how it helps the larger stakeholder in the enterprise. So please don't, the reason I say this is, please look into the deep insights that these stories give us, and make sure that you read these stories as you grow older to your children, because it has a lasting impression on me. And when you talk about getting the betal off the back, you really then start thinking of ways that you can do things differently. And how do I ensure that I take decisions which are going to help the larger organization, the larger stakeholder community. So one of the things that all of us need to focus on, and it's a cliched word, but I think it's important that we keep looking at innovation every day. And the opportunity for us to innovate is just incredible in today's environment. Given the kind of technology that we are seeing being unleashed, the opportunity for us to use technology very differently in making business processes incredibly efficient is here and present. And I think that's where we really need to start looking at opportunities to change the way we manage ourselves. We take a lot of pride in TCS, where we look at innovation on a daily basis. There are two distinctive types of innovation. One is what we call disruptive innovation, which can just change the way something is being done, letting other technologies or processes redundant. Or the other innovation is incremental innovation, which is on a daily basis we keep innovating to make the enterprise more efficient. And I think there is no right and wrong. We need to keep looking at disruptive innovation, but that will happen once probably in the lifetime of an enterprise. But incremental innovation should happen every day. And when you talk about innovation, I think this is where MMA stands very, very tall. The ability for us to continuously innovate in the way we bring programs into our membership, and to ensure that the larger community of management education is served very efficiently and effectively using innovative practices. And the 24-hour round-the-clock symposium is one such. And the endeavor and the promise that I can say from here is that MMA will continue to innovate. We today stand very tall amongst the League of Local Management Associations. We really believe that we have a huge leap over any other LMA. And we need to continuously keep looking at that and devising strategies which will make us better, which will make our reach better, and more importantly, makes our membership feel that there is incredible value coming out of the LMA. We have built excellence into our DNA, and that really is what is helping us stand very tall, setting us apart from the League of Management Associations. I once again take this opportunity to thank Group Captain Vijay Kumar and the incredibly efficient MMA Secretariat for having put this program together, and a special word of thanks to all the trainers, the faculty who were here. It is no mean task to keep an audience awake, let alone right through the night. So I'm sure that the faculty has done a phenomenal job of doing that. And lastly, I want to thank all of you who are here present, and I hope that the program has enriched you. Keep it in your memory. It will come useful sometime, and that sometime you never know. It could be tomorrow, or it could be this week, or it could be this year. But keep it in your memory. And this is what I guess when all of us were closing our eyes and listening to the incredible story, there are facets of that story which will remain in our memory, and we'll recall it at the appropriate time. My special thanks to SRM University for hosting this fantastic program. It's a great campus. I know that our company was here recruiting the top talents from here. I still don't have an official report from TCS, but I'm sure that TCS is a far better place today after the recruitment than what it was yesterday. Thank you so much, and God bless.
Thank you, sir. Dr. C. Muttamil Chelvan is the member, Academic Council, member, Board of Management, and member of the Advisory Committee of SRM University. He has held various positions in SRM University. Currently, he is the Director of Faculty of Engineering and Technology, SRM University. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Dr. C. Muttamil Chelvan to deliver the special address.
Very good morning to all of you. 18 speakers, 24 hours, 56 topics. Really amazing. First of all, I should congratulate MMA for coming out with such an innovative program, and I'm sure the beneficiary is SRM University. It has given an opportunity for our own students and also the faculty members to have what is called as the first-hand information or sharing of thoughts or listening to experts who have varied experience. So there is always some sort of gap between the academic institutions and the industry. It has been there for quite long. Industry always expects the students who are coming out of the institution to be ready for the industry. And the academics always feel that we cannot train the students for a particular industry. We can give an overall education so that with small training here and there, they can fit into any walk of their life. Now, of late, the situation has completely changed. We have understood the importance of industry. We have started moving towards industry, and industry too have understood the importance of academic, and they have also come forward so that we can cooperate and collaborate. Or I would say it is going to be a win-win situation and not somebody is a winner and somebody is a loser. Now, how all these things have happened? What I see is the knowledge explosion. Mr. Ravi was telling about the story that normally our grandparents used to say, or we call it as bedtime stories and all, but now the situation has changed. Maybe we can attribute to the advancement of technology to a large extent. The other thing is, everybody is busy with their own work. And again, joint families is becoming rare and rare. Now, if you look at the statistics from the year 1750 to 1900, it has taken about 150 years for doubling up of the information. So if the information has to be doubled, it has taken about 150 years in that period. And from 1900 to 1950, there was again another doubling, that's 50 years. Then 1950 to 60, the information got doubled again. Within 10 years, it got doubled. And from 1960 to 1992, the information was doubled every 5 years. And currently, the information is doubled every year. And there is an estimate that in the year 2020, in 75 days, the information will get doubled. So what does it mean? You have a lot of information. The information is not scarce, but we don't know how to fetch that information and use it in a better manner. Or the thing is, finding and filtering is the biggest challenge for us today. Okay, with a lot of difficulty, if we could find and then filter it, the next one is to synthesis. There is no need for us to talk to somebody and find out. The moment you log into Google or any of these search engines, once you type the keyword, you can see n number of pages opening. So a lot of information, we can find a lot of information, but how to filter it and synthesize it is the biggest challenge. Now the other one is single child concept. What we feel in the academic institutions is that we feel that the students are indifferent, and the students feel that the faculty members are indifferent, because there is a generation gap. Maybe earlier it was 20 years for a generation gap, and nowadays it may be about 5 years for a generation gap. The senior faculty members or the administrators are not able to go down to the level of the present day students, where they come with a lot of expectations and with a lot of potential. So whenever there is such views, we have been always telling our faculty to look for the students' potential and encourage. One should not keep on saying that in those days it was like that, nowadays it is like that. Things have changed. So change is a constant. One has to change, and that's the biggest challenge. Now in such a situation, it is always difficult for the students to work in teams. And whatever that is being taught in the classrooms is more of academic oriented rather than something related to the day-to-day practice. I am sure that the 56 wonderful topics that has been enlisted for this conclave, and not only those 56 topics, MMA has taken a lot of efforts to identify the best resource person available in that particular domain, collate all of them, and then give it as a capsule in 24 hours for all the aspiring members, the faculty members, and also the students. I'm sure you would have gained a lot of exposure by listening to the lectures of experts. And I believe that our own curriculum in the School of Management Studies and also in other engineering disciplines should also have a relook and see that it is also meeting to the industrial needs. So with this remark, I thank the officials of MMA, Dean School Management Studies for bringing in this program to SRM University for the benefit of all of you here, and also inviting me to be a part of this program at SRM University. Thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for that very insightful address. May I now request Mr. Ravi Vishwanathan to kindly present a memento. To kindly present a memento to our guest of honor, Dr. Muttamil Chelvan. I now hand over the session to Group Captain.
Thank you, Prakash. Again, what a momentous occasion for me, because such a function doesn't come to a closing ceremony. That's why we kept as a valedictory function. Because what we started yesterday morning at 10 o'clock, we finished dot on time at 11 o'clock. That was the schedule. And I must compliment the entire team, especially ably led by Sea Change Consulting Prakash, for having done the time management to finish the session exceedingly well. Just to tell you, I am supposed to deliver a formal vote of thanks. There are a number of people who began the show who made this even a great success. But I must also tell you what made us to come and do this event, and what is the objective. Our objective always been to create a new vision of leadership. We always endeavor to do so. And while doing so, that's one of the reasons we put together this event of 56 topics. But I firmly believe life is full of randomness and challenges, opportunities. Over the 56 topics clearly indicated various opportunities as well as challenges which you are going to face all through your life. And during the inaugural session, I did mention, which the Vice Chancellor also emphasized, don't let your ego come in your way of learning. Always ask questions, always seek knowledge. But when I want to, before call upon and thank people, one thing after sat through, not that I honestly confess, I sat through all the 56, maybe I was there almost for 46. Then I had to go to coordinate other activities to make sure the 56 go through smoothly. What came to my mind is the great epic Ramayana or Mahabharata, Indian epics, which put in a lot of insight and stories to us. When great epics Mahabharata or Ramayana ended, the Ramayana ended in victory. The victory was not celebrated grandly. Any great event is never celebrated grandly that we achieved a great victory. Ramayana was celebrated with a lesson that people should learn lesson from what had happened, because that is where the knowledge management really comes. I remember I just read in one of the stories about Ramayana. When Ravana was brutally wounded and he was lying, he was going to die any moment, our friend Ram asked Lakshman, Ram told Lakshman, come here. Ravan is a very brute and he's lying wounded, but he's a great scholar, he's a great guy. You must learn from him. He has got a lot of wisdom to give it to the world. Before he dies, please get the wisdom from him. We must do that. Lakshman said, what is he talking about? But since Lakshman, you all know, is such a sincere brother, he went up to Ravan and went behind his head next to the earth. He said, you have been a brute all these days. You never listened to anybody. But you never gave it to anybody. This is a last chance my brother Ram is giving it to you. So you have got a lot of wisdom in you. Please share the wisdom before you die. Do something before you die. So what Ravan did, he just brushed his side and looked other side. Then Lakshman was very, very angry. He went to Ram. He said, I told you he's such a brute. He will never listen to you. Why did you make me do this? And, I'm really humiliated. Ram smiled. I said, what did you do? I went near his head, told him, because, behind head, I told him, share your wisdom so that I can hear close to the thing. He said, he smiled. So he said, not to worry. He took his bow. He started moving towards Ravan. He went to Ravanan. He was lying. He stood in front of his feet at the back and took his folded hands with both the palms. He told, O Lord King Ravana, son of great Rishi, and I am here because I had to do this, what I did, because you kidnapped my wife, and because of which I had to punish you. What I had to do is now finished. Now I am here because I know you are a great scholar. You can teach a lot of things to the people. I don't want you to die without sharing the wisdom what you have to this world. This world will lose all the wisdom what you had if you die without sharing that wisdom to the people who need to know about that. Raman looked at him and he said, oh, great. Then he started talking to him, and Lakshman was greatly surprised by the Ravan's initiative, what had happened. Ravan said, I am really delighted to share my wisdom with you, because I wish I was your teacher, you were all the time in front, standing at my feet, rather than I treated you all the time as an enemy. But that is my biggest mistake, what I did. But you are so great and humble, unlike your brother who is arrogant. And he said, I want to share my wisdom. Only wisdom. I don't have a lot of time to share my wisdom with you guys, but I want to share one wisdom with Ram. He said, he was telling him, he was very moved. Because he's going to die any moment. He said, only wisdom what I want to share is that whenever any evil thing comes, whenever bad thing comes, it attracts you. You run behind them like as if you're a mad guy, you want to get attracted to by the evil things. But when anything good happens, you never get attracted to the good things. You always stay away from the good things, and you always want to find creative methodology and various means to say, why did I avoid the good things? Because what I avoided the good things and where I ran to the evil, because that's what I did by abducting your wife, of which I am really ashamed. And this is one lesson I want to give it to you, and that's thereafter Ravan died. Why I'm telling this story to you is that 56 epics of what we brought to you today over 24 hours with the help of Sea Change Consulting, 56 with SRM, and with large number of faculties and people. It is only to give you some knowledge management to you guys. It's up to you how you take it, because one thing every facilitator, every opportunity is said, please learn, please be good, all the time be passionate, be compassionate, be learn. So this is one thing was inculcated in you. I know some of you are here. I want to start thanking people who have made this event get possible. Before I call upon thanking others, I must thank Mr. Ravi Viswanathan for having accepted our, he has always been behind us like a rock, supporting us every time. I had a privilege of being with his team last year. He was my president of MMA. Under him, again, we have won the best management association in India for the third time under the leadership of Mr. Ravi Viswanathan. And when I requested him to come for this event, I thought it's befitting if a person of such a stature come and does that. And he was supposed to be in Goa today, and the TCS, the schedules are so tight and demanding. He rescheduled the whole thing to make sure he's here. Mr. Ravi, thank you so much. I'm really delighted you are here. Grateful to you for that. And Dr. Muttamil Chelvan, and I don't have to tell him anything. If at all the program happened like a tickety-boo clockwise, it is because of support what the Dean of the SRM University gave it to us. And I think we a big round of thanks to and big round of applause to Dr. Muthu Chelvan, and for also his nice words and insight what he shared with you. Let me thank the number of people behind who made this event possible and great. After this 56th event, MMA made one 24 hours club. 24 hours club is the people who sat through the 24 hours, the students, and who really enjoyed every moment of it. I can't tell them, it's almost 60, 70 students who sat through 24. At least a couple of them whom I watched closely and observed them and noted them, I took the name. These few guys, this is a big round of applause. It shows the passion, what they have to sit through and learn. This shows that how they want, so much hunger to learn is in them. There is Naushad at first year K section of MBA from SRM, Ramya, Jayanti. If the guys are here, they can stand. Ramya, Bindu Madhavan, Satish Kumar for second year, Tirloknath, Sharmila, the number of students from SSN College, other institutions, Pondicherry, they're all there. But there are a large number of students. I've been getting tweets regularly from number of students, getting emails. They are so fascinated watching this program live. Some of them also watch 24 hours live from number of institutions like Shivakashi and Shashi group of institutions, Vijayawada and all. Thanks so much for you guys also for watching all this program live all through. Second, I must also tell, any program of such magnitude cannot be conceived and delivered unless otherwise you have a brain behind this event, because MMA has got all innovative ideas, but to execute and put it in place, we need somebody to support us with the knowledge management. Here I must place on record the team of Sea Change Consultants, ably led by Prakash, and his team is Anand, Sridhar and Gangadhar. These four of them have done an excellent job all through interacting with us closely, responding. In fact, some of the faculties, you're going to miss them because they get so many love SMSs from the Sea Change Consulting all the time about these events and follow-up action. I must tell you, we are indeed happy to be associated with you. You are a great team, and we enjoyed working with you. I'm working with you as much as I'm quite sure you enjoyed working with MMA. Thank you so much, Sea Change Consulting team. Then the venue host, SRM University. I will be failing in my duty if I don't mention them, but for them, I don't think this event would have gone through so smoothly, because the moment, to my knowledge, this program came to me, the first person whose name came to my mind is Dr. Jayashree Suresh, because Dr. Jayashree Suresh is one person who we always look up to her with reverence. He's one of the fantastic person and great faculty, great professor, great teacher, great human being, and one of the oldest member of MMA. So we looked up to her, tried to be accepted. And I must thank the team from SRM University, Dr. Jayashree Suresh, Shankaramurthy, Chinnathambi, Manikantan from IT department. You've been a great source of support to us. Srinivasan, hall in charge. I'm quite sure, Mr. Srinivasan, you are like Lord Venkatadalibit to us. Without you, I don't think we would have gone through this program. You made sure this all ran through all the 24 hours. You know the Tamil Nadu government, the power situation. You know the power situation outside Chennai city is much more than 1 or 2 hours. But in this hall, not a second the power went off. 24-hour non-stop we had. Because they put through the entire thing on DG set. And I'm quite sure now they must be worried because Mr. Ravi Viswanathan already brought out 5 rupees, how he's adding pain to them. It will not add pain, sir. It will add a lot of, a lot of enthusiasm to you because we have taken this program live without intervention, large number of audience. Now may I request Ravi Viswanathan to please present a memento in reference to our appreciation to Dr. J.H.T. Suresh, please. She has been a great sort of support to us. We would like to recognize your support to us, and really we value your support, and please, yeah. May I also request Mr. Shankaran Murthy to please come onto the stage. Mr. Shankaran Murthy has been closely coordinating with MMA and his team so that the things are put in place. He also non-stop 24 hours has been here to make sure you have all got all the infrastructure book. Yeah. May I request Ravi please present a memento to Professor Shankaramurthy, who has been a tremendous source of support to us. And may I also request Mr. Chinnathambi, please come forward. Thank you, Mr. Chinnathambi. You have been a great support to us. Made us, we all felt that we are from the bridegroom family in a wedding. The way you looked after us, thank you so much. It was a great source of support to us. Thank you so much, MMA team, and not the least, the brilliant student volunteers, 30 of them. They are a gem of a people who have been all through supporting us. As the appreciation, I don't want to call the 30 and give you a memento here, which is got no value. I want to only share again a knowledge management to you. All the 30 volunteers who have helped us are all invited to attend the MMA 11th All India Management Student Convention on the theme Entrepreneurship, the Road Less Traveled, on the 12th and 13th of October at Kamaraj Arangam as our guest complimentary. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate. You will be happy to know that you all will be our distinguished guests during the occasion for the wonderful show what you are doing. I think we are happy to extend to you this as our source of our appreciation. All this event has been taken live. We got a lot of tweets, a lot of Facebook messages, a lot of congratulations. All this would not have been possible but for 3 dedicated men from the team Ogli. May I request you please guys, very professional team, very quiet, nobody know what they are doing, but non-stop, they not only kept the stream going with high quality, everywhere we got fantastic report, but what they did also, in term, putting it on live on YouTube, and YouTube all the time continually updated. Now all the 24 are updated to YouTube. Thanks to you, Hoogly team, and Rupa, wherever you are, we are missing you. I know you are in USA, I'm quite sure you are watching this. Thank you, Rupa. Then, as well as memento sponsors, they have done a great job to us by giving lovely mementos, which each one of the participants whom I am going to cherish, keeping them with them. And official stage 3, they are our event manager, created a lovely backdrop. I'm quite sure every time when you sit in front, you would like to keep watching them because it's so soothing and so inspiring to you. That's why it never sees the day. Sri Audio Visuals is our photograph. Thank you, our cameraman. It's not easy to stand behind the camera for 24 hours. I'm quite sure. I know how difficult it is. We had a deliberation with the audio team because we had a discussion with the audio team to make sure how can we ensure a fail-proof system. Multiple cameras, multiple team who cannot work more than 6 to 7 hours, and they similarly audio system, similarly LCDs, they can't work beyond 4 to 5 hours continuously. The way they did it, certainly changing everything without interfering in the program, goes not our professionalism, our capability, professionalism of the team what is here, and it clearly shows the team from Chennai, team from India is very good. Thank you so much, each one of you guys. Thank you, Srinivasan and your team, and thank you. So this is what the people who are here, all this would not have been possible but for my team from MMA. I think I am nobody. I am, though I get all the accolades, Vijay Kumar, I am nobody. All this what has happened to me is a very strong team of just about 12 people in MMA Secretariat who did all this what you have seen today. I must thank each one of them personally. I am quite sure each one of them will really acknowledge joining me. Mr. Ramesh, who is manager membership and administration, who took care of all the events and activities. Satish Kumar, who coordinated the entire thing with SRM University. Prakash, he doesn't need any introduction. Through 24 hours you are sitting and making sure all the speakers are in time and make sure that wherever they are, the transport pick them in time, their profiles are read in time, they are very looked after. And the team of volunteers, besides that, Mr. Sundar, who has been with us all the time, all through managing, team Manikandan, Balaji, my management trainees, and also our team of people who are not here because our office is still running because we have got a major event coming up on Monday, so they're all working in that. My team, who are, I know you're all watching, guys, MMA House, Raji, Vakeshwari, Pandiraj, Rajaram, and many more. We have Mr. Narsimhan, who is head of finance. Because unless you have a team like what I am, I'm blessed with a fantastic team. That's why I'm able to achieve and deliver innovative and bring in change as much as possible. And thank you, MMA team. You have been a great source of inspiration and support to me. Ladies and gentlemen, that comes to the brink of one of the great events. I don't want to say it's a closing ceremony. It's a function just ended. We are all going to learn from the knowledge management what has been held over 24 hours. Doing 24 hours is a great experience to me because I had the privilege of being part of IPK operations where we worked weeks and weeks together. I've been a privilege of part of Kargil operations. Their operations, when you work more than 24 hours, we know how much stressed we are. And I know it is very stressful to keep awake and keep engaging and do that. Now you must appreciate, some of you would appreciate what our Jawans and the soldiers and the armed forces. They are 24 hours what? They lifelong keep awake yourself so that we all can enjoy. I think big round of applause to request all our fellow countrymen who are all the time awake to keep us enjoy all the moment. Once again, thank you so much for the great time what you had with you. We enjoyed presenting to you the great event to you as much as you all enjoyed. Maybe some small inconvenience should be there here and there. We really sincerely apologize for the thing. It's all inadvertently happened. Till we see you again, goodbye. Go get back home and sleep well. All this is available for you to watch in YouTube as well as it will be available on our website, in Oogly website. Keep changing, keep learning, keep in knowledge management. Let not ego come in your way. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
So, on behalf of SRM University School of Management, I request our Director ENT to give a memento to our guest of honor, Mr. Ravi Viswanathan. And on behalf of the entire SRM team, I would like to thank our group captain Vijay Kumar sir, and on behalf of you, our director is going to give a memento to our MMA captain, group captain Vijay Kumar sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, with this, we come to the end of the first journey of covering the 56 topics. The next journey of imparting what we have taken from here begins. Thank you very much for being a wonderful audience here. You've been absolutely great, and for all the support, all the cooperation, and for all those watching live. Before we sign off, the next mega event of MMA is the annual Management Students Convention, scheduled on the 12th and 13th of October at Kamarajarangam, Chennai, on the theme Entrepreneurship. Log on to the MMA website and get more details. Thank you very much. See you at the next MMA event. Please rise for the national anthem.